This season, I watched 25 seasonal anime and a total of 30 anime a week. Every single week for 12 weeks or more weeks, 13 weeks. It's been a long time, and we have finally come to the end of the summer 2022 anime season, which means looking ahead, we've got fall right around the corner, and it's about time I figured out what I'm watching in the fall 2022 anime season. Logo reveal. Now, before we jump into the fall 2022 anime season, there are two specific anime I want to go over. And the first is Isekai Ojisan, which has been delayed until November, which is kind of making it a pseudo summer fall hybrid anime just because we got like the first half of it summer and we're gonna get the second half towards the end of fall. This was one of my favorite anime of the summer 2022 season, and it's a shame that it got put on hiatus. Not hiatus, but it's a shame that it got delayed until the end of fall. I'm excited for its return, but currently it is still delayed. And the other anime is One Piece. Now, I know this is a series that's been going on since the 90s, well, since the end of 99, but that is an anime I don't currently watch, and I have seen like about 75 episodes of it an eternity ago, back on like 4Kids TV. But after a decade and a half, I still have not watched the series. And all of that is to say, starting in 2023, I will be starting One Piece. You can expect videos starting in January of 2023. I mean, I've seen through so much anime, and I just haven't seen One Piece. And I don't have any real spoilers either, which is pretty crazy. I'll go over the spoilers that I have gotten over my years as an anime fan. You'll be surprised just how little it is. So with both of those out the way, let's talk about the fall 2022 anime season. And as usual, we'll be checking out the lineup over on livechart.me. We're looking at the fall 2022 anime season. At the very top, we've got Spy Family. This is the second core of the first season. Now, I've watched the first season, and if you want to check out my reactions to that, you can click this link right up here. I did those reactions with my girlfriend, Diana, and you can check out all of that. She's going to be joining me for Spy Family, the second core as well. Should be a ton of fun. I'm super excited for it. You know, I don't really know what the second season's about. I don't want to look into a synopsis. I don't want to look at trailers or anything. I just want to jump into it fresh. Oh, and I also have the first 7 volumes of Spy Family that I do want to read through, and I plan to read once we've finished this second core. I don't know where that's going to end up. Like, I don't know if it's going to stop volume 5, 6, 7. I imagine somewhere in here. I don't know where we are currently. 3, 4. I imagine we're somewhere between 3 and 5. But I do plan to read through everything that is covered in the first 2 seasons just to see the original, what was adapted, the manga. Oh, and by the way, if you are a fan of manga, you can check out my latest unboxing video by clicking this link right up here. I have a bigger one coming in November. I recently, at the start of September, unboxed 200 volumes of manga and filled up my shelves. So you can expect that video towards the end of November when I go on my break for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna be uploading that and Bungo Stray Dogs and maybe something else just because I won't be recording for a week. Now, next up is the big one. Chainsaw Man. Now, this is a series that I actually have read from about chapter 80-ish all the way till the end. I was reading weekly. It was phenomenal. I love Chainsaw Man. Such a good series, and I'm super excited for it. It is one of my favorite series. It is a non-stop, I don't even want to call it a roller coaster, bro. It is like straight up. Like it's roller coaster supposed to be up and down. Like, no, it's just up. It's just all hype constantly. It's amazing. I love it. Now, specifically with the Chainsaw Man reactions, I will be in them, and so will Diana. Diana does not go on Twitter. She doesn't have a Twitter. She doesn't have like anything really. She has TikTok, but she has no experience with Chainsaw Man. In fact, actually, that's not entirely true. She knows that this is Chainsaw Man because it's the lock screen of my phone. And she also knows that is Pochita. That's it. She knows nothing else about Chainsaw Man. And she's going to be giving you a perspective of somebody who is completely blind to the series, knows nothing about it. And I'm going to be giving you a perspective of somebody who read the manga 2 years ago and doesn't remember anything about it, even though I think as we're experiencing it, I will remember things, and it will be like semi-fresh because it's seeing the animation, which I loved, but also not really knowing what's coming in like the next episode, though I might know like what's coming right around the corner in like a minute or two, you know? And I plan to reread each volume as we watch through the anime. I don't think we're gonna get through the whole thing. It's supposed to be 12 episodes, and 11 volumes does not translate to 12 episodes. 11 volumes translates to like 20-something episodes. So we're probably only gonna get halfway through it. I'm super hyped for it, and I'm not gonna read through the synopsis, but if you wanna check out my trailer reaction for Chainsaw Man, the most recent trailer, you can click this link right up here. It'll take you to that video. So next up, we've got My Hero Academia, which I don't have a lot of great things to say about it, though I used to love it. I mean, I went really far with this. I read through, I read through 345 chapters before I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna try and keep up with it anymore. So I'm about 20 chapters back. I know it's supposed to be ending soon. The war arc was honestly really good, so I might actually watch this, but I'm not super hyped for it. All that hype that I used to have for My Hero kind of started dying with season 5. Yeah, just to keep it a buck. I like it, but I don't love it. Now, next up, we've got Mob Psycho 100 Season 3. And boy, am I looking forward to this. This is gonna be fire. I read that it's gonna be all hand-drawn animation, no CG at all. It's all hand-drawn, which is insane to me that they could even do that. But we're gonna get a season of just craziness. Season 1 was amazing. Season 2, even more amazing. Season 3, I imagine, is somehow going to find a way to top that and be even more amazing. I think this is the last season, unless I'm tripping, but I feel like it's supposed to be the last season. I'm excited, and you're damn right I'm gonna be doing reactions over on YouTube, so you can find those on the channel as well. Though you're not gonna find any reactions for seasons 1 and 2 of Mob Psycho on the channel because I watched seasons 1 and 2 as they aired, which means it was before I ever started doing these reactions. You'll find that there are some anime like that, like I just like Bleach. Right? I watched through like 200 and something, 245, 260 episodes of Bleach when I was younger, about a decade and a half ago. And I'm probably gonna just end up reading the whole thing, since if you look on my shelves, you'll notice there is Bleach. Why not read it, right? I've never actually read through it. I feel like that's a better experience, so I'm gonna end up reading through all of Bleach. Well, 50 volumes, because, you know, after that is the 1,000-year Blood War arc. I'm excited for that too. Bleach, we are gonna do reactions for, though I don't know if we're gonna start immediately. And the reason is because I have yet to start reading, and it's not easy to maintain a 40-hour-a-week job, push out as many videos as I do, and then also read through 50 volumes of manga. So as you can imagine, I'm kind of, I don't have a lot of time. Hopefully I can get the time, catch up on Bleach before the end of October, start the reactions then with like a, you know, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pick up with like episode 5 or something. Next up, we've got the Eminence in Shadow, which I will also be doing reactions for, and I am actually low-key kind of hyped for this. This one could be the best isekai of the year. Right now, I'm giving that title to Pharmacy, Parallel World Pharmacy, but we've got Eminence in Shadow as well as Iruma, so I don't know if it's gonna be able to hold a title, but Eminence in Shadow is a series that I actually recently bought the first 4 hardcover light novels for. And I'm not gonna read these until, you know, after we actually get through the series. You know, once we get through the first season, I'll probably read volume 1 and 2 if it get, I don't know how far it's gonna go, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read through it as we get that far. Honestly, these things look sick. I love the way these things look, and I'm low-key kind of hyped to read through this. I might do readings of this on my stream on Twitch, because I will be streaming once again starting in 2023. Lots of things happen in 2023. It's my year. But yeah, Eminence in Shadow, I'm super excited for this series. Why don't we just read through the synopsis? Some people just aren't suited to playing the part of the flashy, in-your-face hero or the dastardly mustache-twirling villain with larger-than-life panache. Instead, they operate in the shadows and pull the strings of society through wit and cleverness. Ooh, I really like that so far. I've watched through the trailers of this, but like, I really like that. That's the role Sid wants to play when he's transported to another world. Sid spins a yarn or 3 and becomes the unlikely leader of an underground shadow garden organization that fights against a menacing cult, which he totally made up. I love that too. I love that too. However, there's a catch. Even his wild imagination didn't see coming. The cult he concocted actually exists, and they're beyond displeased that his power fantasy just got in the way of their evil plans. Bro, that sounds dope. What? That's so cool. Now, this studio, Nexus, is the same studio that did Darwin's Game, which I thought was animated pretty good. I mean, my biggest issue with Darwin's Game was that I didn't think the story was that great. I thought the animation was actually pretty freaking good. And I'm excited for this because if it's animated by a studio that can actually animate, it's got honestly, that sounds like such a fun premise. I'm super excited for it. I think it's gonna be really great. But since we're talking about isekai, I would be remiss if I did not bring up the next anime, which is Iruma-kun Season 3. I'm super excited for this. In fact, I actually watched through all of the first 2 seasons, and if you want to check out my reactions to Iruma-kun, you can click this link right up here. It'll take you to that playlist. I loved it, man. I loved it, and I actually kept comparing it to My Hero. And it's a very similar in the way that some people have like powers, kind of their bloodline abilities, but the magic and just the classroom and like the way that they handle it is very My Hero-esque, you know? Iruma draws same parallels to like Deku. If you like My Hero, you'll probably like Iruma-kun. And personally, I actually like Iruma more than My Hero, but hey, you know, don't attack me for that. I'm just saying it's kind of dope. Now, what we saw at the end of the second season was a few people in some new fits. Well, we saw Iruma in a new fit, we saw Clara in a new fit, and they're gonna be using some abilities. This man Iruma is gonna start using a bow. I'm super hyped for that. There's a lot of stuff still to come. You've got, you know, the 13 crowns, Durkula, Ali Cred stuff. We've got like so much to come. I'm super excited for it, and I'm not even gonna read the synopsis for it, okay? I don't need to read it. I'm just excited, and I honestly cannot wait. Next up is the new season of To Your Eternity. I've done reactions for the whole first season. If you want to check those out, you can click. You can't click anywhere. I actually got a copyright strike 2 days after recording this for an episode of To Your Eternity, so that's not going to be on YouTube. We're not doing reactions here. You can catch those over on Patreon. I'm super excited for it. It is going to be starting a bit late. It's starting towards the end of the month, but nonetheless, really excited. And in fact, I loved it so much, I bought every volume of it. Now, I have not read it, but I will be reading it eventually. And when I do, it's gonna be awesome. I'm sure just how much I loved the first season, the tears it brought to my eyes, especially Marchi. Oh my God, I don't wanna relive that. Gugu, I don't wanna relive that. Obachan, I don't wanna relive that. But hopefully there are a bunch more moments that make me feel something, because I like it. And if you couldn't tell by now, I actually have a manga collection addiction. I have an addiction, and I maybe need to be stopped at some point. Yeah. Now let's actually check out the synopsis for this new season of To Your Eternity. In the beginning, Fushi was an orb cast upon Earth. As Fushi, he saw the passing of a little girl who was kind of his mother figure, very odd, but if you watch, you'll know. An extraordinary older brother, friends on the battlefield, and finally an old woman, allowing him to grow into something akin to human. Decades have passed. Decades later, Fushi's arch enemy, Knocker, has once again turned the world upside down. Arch enemy Knocker is again on the attack, and the world is in chaos. Fushi must break his long silence and rise. But wait, he can fight alone. Wait, he can fight alone, but he cannot protect all alone. Will he fight, knowing there will be new casualties, or Fushi and his warriors embark? Oh, apparently he's got warriors. Embark on a battle to save the future. I'm excited, man. I like it. It's a good series, and it pulls at my heartstrings. And if some people say it's like it forces you to cry or whatever, you know, it's got those like tropey things that force you to. I don't care. I like crying. It feels good. I don't hate the story. I think it's solid, and I'm excited for the new season. Next up, we've got Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out. Now, some people aren't huge fans of the series, but I thought it was really fun. I've already watched through the first season. If you want to check out my reactions to Uzaki-chan, you can find the link for that down in the description. And I'm excited for a new season of it. There's no synopsis, so there's nothing really to you know, get into in that regard, but it should be fun. I don't know how well the reactions are going to do on YouTube. Honestly, likely what's going to happen is episode 1 releases same day that the anime comes out, and then going forward, it's probably going to be a Patreon thing, just because we've also got Iruma and Spy Family and another series we're going to be talking about really soon. On Saturdays, YouTube only allows for so much, and honestly, I don't think I could do 4 videos in a day like that. So you can expect the Uzaki stuff at least on Patreon. But next up is our other Isekai series that I'm so excited for. I know that there's 3 Isekai already. This is the 3rd one, but I'm really excited for it. Reincarnated as a Sword. And not that time I got reincarnated as a sword, which is almost what I was gonna say, but Reincarnated as a Sword. I saw the trailer for it. I thought it was pretty cool, and I wanna see how it's more about the sword than the girl, because the trailer made it seem more about the girl, but if you're reincarnated as a sword, it should be about the sword, not the girl. Anyways, let's check out the synopsis. Some Isekai protagonists are reincarnated as powerful warriors or skilled wizards, but our protagonist was reborn in another world as a sentient sword. He's taken up by Fran, a desperate girl fleeing evildoers intent on selling her into slavery. With her new weapon's help and guidance, she's able to strike down her captors and secure her freedom. Together, this unconventional master-student duo embark on an epic journey to liberate those in need and exact justice on the cruel of heart. I'm hoping it's animated well. I'm hoping the story's good. I'm hoping I like the sword. That's the main character. So I guess only time will tell, but this will be something I am watching. So if you want to check out the reactions for that, again, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm like almost the Isekai guy at this time. Like I watch a lot of Isekai. I like Isekai, okay? It's like in my genes or something. My dad also really liked Isekai as well. And next up, we've got Blue Lock, the other soccer anime. I mean, we're already watching through Aoashi, which I thought was phenomenal so far. We've only got like another episode or two left, and I loved it. I loved Aoashi. Now, I know that Blue Lock is not going to be the same. This is very much that standard like battle shonen vibe, but soccer. Basically, everyone's trying to, you know what? Let's check out the synopsis. After a disastrous defeat at the 2018 World Cup, Japan's team struggles to regroup, but what's missing? An absolute ace striker who can guide them to the win. The Japan Football Union is hell-bent on creating a striker who hungers for goals and thirsts for victory, and who can be the decisive instrument in turning around a losing match. And to do so, they've gathered 300, that's right, 300, of Japan's best and brightest youth players who will emerge to lead the team, and will they be able to outmuscle and out-ego everyone who stands in their way? I guess this is almost kind of like a Squid Game, but like soccer. It's gonna be hype. I'm really excited for it. This is gonna be a dope series. I like soccer, or football, or whatever you wanna call it in your native country. I mean, we call it soccer over here in America, but I'm excited for it. And yes, I will also be doing reactions to that. Next up, we've got Nomin Kanren no Skill Baka Agetatara Nazeka Syoku Nata. I don't know what the fuck that means. Let's read the synopsis. Alwayne loves farming. I'm assuming that's Al, not AI, right? It's gotta be Al. Alwayne loves farming, and we don't mean the video game sim. He wants to be a literal farmer, but in the process of improving his agriculture skills, he somehow winds up maxing out his overall character stats. He's superpowered in the most unexpected of ways, with abilities even the strongest of heroes would envy. Alas, all he wants is an idyllic farmer's life, but with demons and monsters invading the realm, Al may have to take up the mantle of hero just to keep his dreams from withering away. Oh, this isn't Isekai. This is not Isekai. It's a fantasy series about a guy that wants to be a farmer and ends up beating the shit out of everybody, and obviously has a harem. I'm gonna give Patreon like a poll, see which one they want the most, and this could be part of that. I'm also gonna be giving YouTube a poll. If there's a series that you really want me to watch, you'll be able to choose. It's gonna be like 4 or 5 series. You can pick which one I'm gonna do the reactions for. Whichever has the most votes, essentially, is gonna be the one that I do the reactions for, and hopefully that does well. You can also let me know down in the comments below. Maybe you've got something that you need to tell me about, one of these series that I'm not really sure about and kind of on the fence about. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Next up, we've got Fufu Ijo Koibito Miman. Based on a manga, the story is set in a high school where students are forced to live as a pseudo couple as part of a curriculum. Very weird. Jiro Yakuin is paired with Akari Watanabe, who is the complete opposite of him. In the traditional marital training class, at the suggestion of Akari, they start living as a pseudo couple in order to get the right to exchange pairs, which is given to the top performers. They practice various activities, such as the first kiss, in order to earn points, but as they come to understand each other's personalities and thoughts, they unintentionally become closer and come to like each other. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Part of me thinks, oh, rom-com, maybe I will, but then there's another part of me that's like, you know what, maybe I won't. So let me know in the comments below. Is that one that I should be checking out? It'll probably get included in that poll as well. Next up, Akiyaku Reijo. Listen, dude, this is fucking embarrassing for me, okay? Fuck my life. I just switched it over to English titles. I thought I had it on, and I didn't, because I'm stupid. So the last one was More Than a Married Couple, but Not Lovers. This one is I'm the Villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. Okay, sure. This one is Isekai. I'm breaking off my engagement to you. Suddenly, hearing those words while attending a resplendent party shocks Aileen Lauren Daughtreek into remembering her previous life, and she comes to understand her situation. She's in the world of the Otome game Regalia of Saints, Demons, and Maidens as the villainess Aileen, who gets in the way of the main character's romance. According to memories from her previous life, Aileen's only route in this game is a one of doom that leads to a messy death, but if she makes the last boss, the Demon King Claude, fall for her, then she might be able to avoid doom after all. Thinking that, she declares to the beautiful Demon King, I would like to marry you. Aileen's journey to turn things around and find happiness is about to begin. God, motherfucker. I don't want an Otome anime. I'm sorry. I'm done. No, I don't want Otome stuff. Maybe this one's a good one. If it is a good one, let me know in the comments, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think I'm gonna be a big fan of Otome. Just give it in a buck. But moving on, we've got the next one, which is Beast Tamer. Rain is a beast tamer who fights alongside heroes to bring down the Demon King. But one day, his comrades declare him useless and kick him out of the party, after which he decides to start a carefree life as an adventurer. During the test he must pass to become an adventurer, he runs into a girl named Kanade, who is being attacked by a monster. Rain risks his life to make sure she can escape, and then she brings down the monster in one hit. Wait, hold on, what? So she OP? So she OP? It turns out that Kanade is from the inordinately powerful tribe of cat people, one of the strongest species. She becomes attracted to his combination of talent and gentle nature and asks, "Would you try to tame me?" Sorry, that was cringe. I'll leave now. Rain forms a contract with the strongest cat-eared girl and starts his new life as an adventurer. The heroes who kicked him out of the party, as well as other stronger species, take notice of his power. Let me know in the comments, is this one I should be watching? Because if you asked me right now, hey, does this sound like something you want to watch? I don't know. But what I do know is that the next one is Usursei Yatsura. Now, this is probably one I'm going to be doing reactions for. This is like an OG coming back. This is getting a remake. This is an older series, much older. Getting a remake by David Production, which, let's go. Solid studio. Off rip, that's already like a lot for me. It's gonna be 2 core. I think it's supposed to be like 46 episodes. Tokyo, Tomobiki Town. Lum, the gorgeous daughter of an invading race of Oni aliens, is smitten with high school student Ataru Moroboshi, a dedicated womanizer. Ataru is unfazed by Lum's fierce electric shock attacks and continues his daily hunt for pretty girls with a host of other unique characters, including classmate Shinobu, elegant shrine maiden Sakura, Lum's best friend Oyuki, Benton, and Ron, Buddhist monk Sherry, Ten, and the little brat, heir to the, wait, okay, there's so many people here. Heir to the wealthy family Shutaro Mendo, and the secretly female beauty Ryunosuke. Classic slapstick love comedy where anything goes. So classic slapstick love comedy. I haven't seen a ton of like older anime, but what I have seen is Ranma, though I haven't seen it in like a decade and a half. I watched through all of Ranma, one half. If you're aware of what that series is, I imagine it came out similar time. It's got a similar like older shonen art style, like that Dragon Ball-ish era art style. I can see that this has another similar art style to that. So I'm assuming it's kind of like that. Obviously not the same story, but could probably be given off the same vibes as Ranma. I don't really remember it that well, but again, it has been like a decade and a half, but I feel like I might have liked it. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Dude, this shit is probably gonna get canceled. I feel like Twitter's gonna try and cancel this, and not for like the same reason as like redo of Healer and stuff like that, but you know, other reasons. I imagine it's gonna be kind of bad in other ways. Again, it's an older writing. It's written a while ago, so, you know, could be doing and saying some stuff. Next up, we've got Shinobi no Ittoki. Now, this is an original series. I don't know how I feel about that because originals are pretty hit or miss, though this season we got some pretty solid originals, and Rico Rico is honestly pretty good. So let's check out the synopsis for this one. Ittoki Sakuraba was an ordinary student until his life was turned upside down. He finds out that he is the 19th heir of the famous Iga ninjas. The Iga must try to defend what is theirs from the Koga, a rivaling clan seeking to end Ittoki's life. Oh my god. Ittoki is left with no choice but to become a shinobi that's strong enough to not only protect himself, but also his village. Now, a student at Kokuten Ninja Academy, a high school specializing in shinobi techniques, Ittoki learns the way of the modern-day ninja, equipped with high-tech suits and gadgets. Together with students from other villages, Ittoki clashes with the Koga in an attempt to end the rivalry once and for all. I don't know. I imagine that during the anime season, everybody's gonna go, yo, you gotta check out Shinobi no Ittoki, it's so good. And then I'm gonna end up start watching it. The first 4 episodes are gonna perform pretty well. The first 2 episodes are gonna perform really well. 3 and 4 is gonna perform less so. And then from then, it's going to fall off a cliff, as that's usually how the originals perform on YouTube. Just saying. Now we're talking about the anime I've wanted to talk about this entire video. I don't know why the fuck it's this far down. In fact, everybody that does not watch this series, you are making a huge mistake. This is my favorite series. My favorite series. I love this series so much. I could kiss it. In fact, I've got like 24, 25 volumes that I could kiss if I wanted to. That series is Golden Kamuy, season 4. It's coming back, baby. Golden Kamuy is one of my favorite anime just ever. and one of my favorite manga as well. And as I said, I've got 26 volumes of it. I have read through this series, and if you are a fan of the anime at all, please, I implore you, read it. There are so many stories cut out, like, for example, the story of one of the prisoners who escaped. I mean, if you're aware of the story, you know what's up. One of the prisoners that escaped that loves animals a bit too much. There's a more graphic story about Shiraishi in prison and him using his prison pocket. There is a much bigger story about Toshizo and like some stuff about him before we meet him in the anime. Like, there's a lot that gets cut out. It is honestly phenomenal. I recommend you read it all, though I will admit that I am pretty sure I am aware of what happens in the first episode of Golden Kamuy season 4, maybe the first 2 episodes, just because where we left off with season 3 is kind of like in a volume. I don't remember which one it was. It's volume like 21, 22, 23, one of those. I haven't read after that volume, but I read through that entire volume, which means I am a little bit ahead. It means I know some things for the first like episode or 2, but that's it. I love Golden Kamuy so much. This is the anime that I'm most excited for, right up there with like Chainsaw Man. If you do not watch this anime, please go and watch it. If you want, you can read the series, and I recommend that you do because it's really good. Next up, we've got Futoku no Guild, based on a manga, ecchi fantasy, harem shonen. Okay. The story follows a skilled hunter, Kikuru Madan, who has decided to retire out of a fear of wasting his youth. One day, a guild staff member suggests that he goes on a quest with a new female martial artist named Iruma-kun. However, she keeps getting hit by monsters one after another. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be one that I'm checking out, but again, that's something that you can let me know down in the comments. Is that something I should watch or not so much? I'm going to skip over this. It's based on a game. Those are typically ones that I'm not a huge fan of. Also, military school. Oh God, really? Management of Novice Alchemist. Okay, could be good. I don't know. Let's see. For a lonely orphan, there is almost only one career path to success. That is to get a national qualification as an alchemist. After graduating from the Royal Alchemist Training Academy, which requires nothing but ability, Sarasa is presented with the rights to a store by her master, a store. After being sent off by her generous mentor, Sarasa sets off on her journey, dreaming of a slightly elegant life as an alchemist, but upon arrival, she's shocked to find that the countryside is even more rural than she had imagined. However, even in such a place, she has to manage a store somehow to make a living. Interesting. Very slice of life, though. Probably not going to watch this. You can let me know down in the comments below. Am I messing up by not watching it? I feel like I'm not messing up. I feel like it's probably not going to be something that I absolutely love, you know? But the next one is something that I am watching. And if you want to check out my reaction to Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, I watched the prologue. Thought it was great. I'm going to be doing more reactions to that. You can click this link right up here. It'll take you to that playlist. Also, the link in the description. I don't know if it's actually up there right now. I've pointed in the corner a lot, and you can only do like 5 per video. If you like Gundam, I'm sure you're going to like this series. This is my first Gundam series ever. I've never watched any other Gundams. I thought the prologue was really good. In fact, it almost got me. I watered up. I don't know if I cried though. Wait, I might have cried. I don't remember, but I really liked it. I thought it was really cool, and I'm excited for it. Love Flops, which is a comedy romance school. It's done by Passion, which did... I don't want to be wrong. I'll let you know if I was right. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, but it did do a bunch of things that I have seen. It did one of my favorite anime, Interspecies Review. No, I'm just kidding. No, it did Miyaruko-chan, which I loved. You can find those reactions on the channel if you look for them. It did Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World, which, bro... Y'all telling me y'all be up to some shit, huh? Okay. That's something I'm watching over on Patreon. If you want to check that out, you can go check it out. It's pretty spicy. I'm gonna check it out, maybe? I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments. Should I check this one out? Let's check out the synopsis for it. Asahi Kashiwagi. Dude, I feel like sometimes I pronounce these things like Asahi Kashiwagi, like really like fucking American. Lives the typical life of an average high school student until the day a TV fortune teller's prediction comes true, one after another, culminating in a series of risque encounters. Destiny seemingly draws 5 beautiful girls into Asahi's path, and soon he finds himself fielding not 1, not 2, but 5 love confessions. Asahi will need to find his heart to find the perfect love for him, or else his love fortunes may end in one epic flail and flop. You might have got me. You might have got me. You might have sold me on this. This might be something that I'm watching. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Is this one I should be checking out? This might be the original that I check out, not the other one. This one might be the one. I mean, you know I love my rom-coms, right? Beyond that is just a bunch of stuff that I'm not really sure on. I don't think I'm really caring about any of these. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll watch the Berserk Golden Age Arc Memorial Edition. I mean, I watched the trilogy already. As far as movies go, yes, I will be doing the reaction for Jujutsu Kaisen, which is in 2 days. I recorded this video on Monday, but the Jujutsu Kaisen movie will probably post on Sunday or Monday. I love Jujutsu Kaisen, and I did not watch this movie in theaters just so I could do a reaction for it. So please make sure you support me. You know, watch the video, watch my reaction. I mean, I missed out on watching it in theaters just so I could do this reaction. Diana also did not watch it in theaters just so that we could do this reaction. I've read Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0. I've watched the first season. I'm about 15 chapters back in the manga because I don't have time to read as much as I used to. This season is really what killed me. Diana, on the other hand, has only seen the first season, and so she knows nothing about what happens after. She don't know about Shibuya, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't know about Jujutsu Kaisen 0, so she'll find out, and she'll see just how awesome it is, and she's gonna meet Yuta, and it's gonna be awesome. Make sure you guys check that out. Yeah, there's a bunch of movies and stuff coming, but I don't know what I'm watching, what I'm not watching, and I also don't know when they're actually going to be in theaters. Great takeaway from this: I'm watching Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, Mob Psycho, Bleach whenever I get caught up, Eminence and Shadow, Iruma-kun, To Your Eternity, again, Patreon only, Uzaki, only on Patreon more than likely, Reincarnated as a Sword, Blue Lock, and then Usursei Yatsura, Golden Kamuy, and Mobile Suit Gundam. Now, there's a bunch of other anime here that I would love to hear from you down in the comments. Should I be doing reactions for them? Let me know in the comments what stuff should I be watching, what shouldn't I be watching, and get ready, there will be my watching all anime trailers video in a couple of days. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, then like the video and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss another one. And until next time, make sure you all keep it fresh. Peace.